Have you ever picked up a simple coin from your pocket and wondered if it could secretly be worth far more than its face value? Today we are diving into the fascinating story of a coin that millions of people overlook every single day, yet collectors around the world quietly search for it with excitement. We are talking about the 50 cent coin from the year 2003. At first glance it looks like just another piece of everyday change, something you might receive when buying coffee in Europe or when travelers come back from a trip to places like Germany or France or Italy. But here is where things start to get interesting. Some versions of this ordinary-looking coin have captured the attention of collectors across the United States and around the world because of small details, rare minting variations, and historical connections that make certain examples surprisingly valuable. So before you ignore the coins in your drawer or the loose change in an old travel bag, stay with me because this story might completely change the way you look at a single 50 cent coin. The story begins with the creation of the euro itself. In the late 20th century, Europe was moving towards something revolutionary, a shared currency that would unite many nations, economically and symbolically. That vision became reality in 2002 when the euro officially entered circulation across multiple countries. Coins and banknotes began replacing older currencies like the German mark, the French franc, and the Italian lira. This moment in history changed daily life for hundreds of millions of people. Every coin minted during the early years of the euro became part of a historic transition, and the 2003 50 cent coin belongs to that very first generation of circulating euro coins. The coin itself carries a design that is instantly recognizable. On the common reverse side, you will see a map of Europe, surrounded by stars representing unity, cooperation, and the shared identity of the European Union. Those stars connect the coin to the organization behind the currency, the European Union. Collectors love coins that represent historical milestones, and the birth of the euro is definitely one of those moments. Now let us talk about the coin itself. The 50 cent coin is larger and heavier than many other euro coins, and it has a unique golden color. But it is not made of real gold. Instead, the coin is produced from a special alloy known as Nordic gold, which gives it that bright golden appearance while remaining affordable to produce. The weight, diameter, and distinctive edge design make the coin easy to recognize even without looking directly at it. For everyday people, it is simply 50 cents in euro currency. But for collectors, it can be something much more exciting, because not all 2003 coins are exactly the same. Different countries within the Eurozone mint their own versions of the coin. Each country keeps the same reverse side, showing the map of Europe, but the front side changes depending on the nation that issued the coin. For example, coins from Spain may show the portrait of King Juan Carlos. Coins from Austria might feature architectural landmarks. Coins from Belgium display the image of their monarch, and coins from Finland show cultural national symbols. Because of these differences, collectors often try to gather complete sets of euro coins from each country and each year. This is where the hunt begins. Some mints produced millions of coins in 2003, making them extremely common. But others produced far fewer. Low mintage numbers instantly attract collectors. Imagine a coin that millions of people never even notice, but only a small number exist from a specific country and year combination. Suddenly the coin becomes much more desirable. And that is exactly what happens in the world of numismatics, the hobby and academic field known as numismatics. Now here is one of the most surprising things. Collectors in the United States are increasingly interested in euro coins. Why? Because many American collectors enjoy building international coin collections, and early euro coins, especially from the early 2000s, represent a major historical shift. Think about it. For centuries, Europe had dozens of different national currencies. Then almost overnight, a single shared currency replaced them. Coins like the 2003 50 cent became symbols of that transformation. And symbols of history often gain value over time. But the real excitement begins when collectors start looking for minting errors. Minting errors can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Sometimes the design is slightly misaligned. Sometimes the metal flow during minting creates unusual shapes or textures. Sometimes the stars on the map appear slightly distorted or incomplete. And occasionally there are double strikes where the coin was stamped more than once. When these rare errors appear, they can dramatically increase the value of a coin. Imagine finding a coin in your pocket that normally buys €0.50, but because of a rare minting error, collectors might pay $50, $100, or even more. That is the kind of possibility that makes coin collecting so thrilling. Another fascinating detail about the 2003 50 cent coin is how it represents Europe at a specific moment in time. The map design on the coin shows the European continent before later expansions of the European Union. Later coins change the design slightly to represent a more unified map. That means earlier coins capture a snapshot of history, a moment frozen in metal. Collectors love pieces that preserve historical transitions, and early Euro coins do exactly that. Now let us talk about condition, because condition plays a huge role in value. Coins that circulated for years often develop scratches, wear, and dull surfaces. But coins that remain in brilliant uncirculated condition can appear almost brand new. Collectors often pay far more for coins with sharp details, bright surfaces, and minimal wear. A pristine 2003 coin kept carefully since the day it was minted might be significantly more valuable than one that spent years moving through cash registers and vending machines. Some collectors even store coins in special protective holders to preserve their condition. In the United States, many collectors use grading services to evaluate coins and assign them official condition scores. Companies like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company have become famous for this process. A coin sealed and graded by such services often sells for higher prices because buyers trust the evaluation. Now imagine a scenario. An American traveler visits Europe in the early 2000s. They receive a handful of Euro coins, including a 2003 50 cent. The coins go into a jar back home in the United States. Years pass. The Euro becomes more widely used. Collectors begin studying early mintages and searching for rare variations. Suddenly, that jar of travel souvenirs becomes something much more interesting. Inside it might be a rare low mintage coin or even a mint error. Stories like this happen more often than people realize. Coin collectors love discovering hidden treasures in the most ordinary places. Old wallets, desk drawers, piggy banks, travel souvenirs, even thrift store purchases. Every coin has the potential to tell a story. And sometimes that story includes unexpected value. Another factor that makes the 2003 coin intriguing is the excitement around building complete Euro collections. Some collectors attempt to gather every Euro coin from every country and every year. That is a massive challenge. Because the Eurozone includes many nations and mintages vary dramatically, finding certain coins becomes a true treasure hunt. And coins from earlier years like 2003 often become key pieces in these collections. This demand helps maintain collector interest and sometimes pushes prices higher for specific versions. You might be wondering how someone in the United States could even find a 2003 Euro coin. The answer is surprisingly simple. Millions of Americans travel to Europe each year. International students bring coins home. Collectors trade with one another. Online marketplaces allow global buying and selling. And sometimes foreign coins appear, mixed into bank coin rolls or flea market collections. A coin does not have to originate in the United States to capture the attention of American collectors. In fact, many collectors love the global aspect of coin collecting. It connects history, culture, and travel into one fascinating hobby. But perhaps the most powerful reason coins like the 2003 50 cent remain interesting is psychological. Humans love hidden value. We love the idea that something small and ordinary could secretly be rare. That is why coin collecting has remained popular for generations. From ancient Roman coins to modern Euro coins, people continue searching for pieces that stand out from the crowd. And every once in a while someone finds one. Maybe it is a rare mint mark. Maybe it is a unique minting error. Maybe it is a perfectly preserved coin from an early year of a historic currency. Whatever the reason, that discovery moment creates excitement that Collectors never forget. So the next time you see a 50 euro cent coin, especially one from 2003, take a closer look. Check the details. Look at the stars around the map. Look at the quality of the strike. Look at the country design on the other side. You might be holding a simple piece of change, or you might be holding a small piece of modern European history, and possibly a collectible that someone out there is searching for right now. Because in the world of coins, value is not always obvious. Sometimes it hides in the smallest details, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. And that is what makes coin collecting one of the most exciting treasure hunts in the world. A hunt that can begin with something as simple as a single 2003 50 euro cent coin sitting quietly in a pocket or a jar of forgotten change, waiting for someone to finally realize that even the smallest coin can carry a surprisingly big story.